Another house update, which is more complications obviously, but this is part of wanting to extend, and we knew that this was gonna happen. Good morning, everybody. I'm just starting to get Emma's snack ready for school. She doesn't actually eat lunch at school. She only has snack because I pick her up before lunch. But next year she's gonna be doing lunch at school. So we've been practicing using like a lunch box this year because I want it to be like not too like scary her first day next year. We are wide awake at 7 a.m. I always use this little center circle to put her vitamins for the day. And then today I did a Z-bar, some cheese with a little bunny, some fruit, and then some veggie straws, and that is it. And she usually eats all of this at snack time. She must be really hungry by that time comes. And then I always pack her a water bowl, a water bottle, of course. This one is from Pottery Barn Kids. I got it like a year ago on sale, but it's one of my favorites because it does not leak. And she loves it because it's purple with dinosaurs, which is hard to find in stores. All the dinosaur ones I see at the store are like meant for boys, but this one is super cute and girly. I am not usually in this big of a rush, but for some reason I thought it was a good idea to schedule a doctor's appointment today for 15 minutes after I'm supposed to drop off Emma at school. And her teacher opened her doors a little bit later than she normally does, and that was only like 2 or 3 minutes, but when you're already like rushing to make an appointment. So I'm just praying that I make it there on time because my office is, I'm pretty sure they're fairly strict on like if you miss it, you miss it. So I'm crossing my fingers that I make it there in the next 12 minutes. It's not like a huge appointment today, it's just my 30-week checkup, but this is when they start doing every other week and following up to make sure baby's in the right position and all of that kind of stuff. So I really don't want to miss it, but crossing my fingers that I make it in time. Luckily, there was almost no traffic today, so I got extremely lucky. Got here right on time. I think that might have been the fastest doctor's appointment I've ever had. It's 9:27. My appointment was at 9:10. That was in and out, best appointment ever. Usually I feel like I'm waiting for at least 30 or 40 minutes and then waiting again once I get pulled back. So that was amazing. It's a great appointment with my doctor. We talked about baby's positioning and everything. He says I don't have to really worry too much for another 5 or 6 weeks about her position. And then we talked about the, I forget what it's called, but where he can help try and flip her before I go into labor. And I've heard like not great things about that, to be honest. I've had a couple of people talk about how uncomfortable that procedure is. So I asked him, I was like, is it really as bad as I've heard? And he said something that will stick with me, which was that it's not as bad as recovering from a C-section. So when he said that, I was like, all right, then I will do it, because recovering from the C-section is one of the things that I'm not wanting to do again. So if I can recover from a C-section with twins, he said that this probably won't be as bad. So I'm crossing my fingers that that is accurate. And now that I have time, it's actually perfect because I need to call our fertility clinic. We've been talking about this for a while. Everything that went on last week, I kind of postponed it, but I need to call them because we're gonna try and get Justin's semen analysis scheduled. We've been wanting to do it, and I think it's time that I just finally call and try and get that taken care of. I have to pay my embryo storage anyways. I think I just got an email this morning that it's due today, so might as well just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. My husband and I have done multiple cycles of IVF through you guys. We were planning on doing another one in the fall when we found out that we had gotten pregnant naturally. And we were just curious, is there any way we could just come in for like an updated semen analysis? I think more out of curiosity, just to see if anything had changed, or if we were able to like just get that test done.
But let me check for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Basically, if it's just for the semen analysis, we can totally schedule you for that. It's
Awesome.
Just the only thing is that we can't schedule you like if you wanted to speak with a doctor.
No, I think we, as long as we could get the results, we kind of know how to read them already. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the only thing, is that you would just have to compare it yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you want me to look for the next available?
Yes, please. Okay, so they're pretty backed up, I guess, so they couldn't get us in for like 3 weeks, but I'm so excited. I just called Justin because he, like I said, he's been really wanting to get this test done, just out of curiosity. And the cool thing is that you get results the same day. So the day he goes in to drop off his sample, they will call us later that night with the results. And it's so weird. It's like an exciting thing this time instead of like an anxious thing. And the only thing is that we don't like make an appointment to meet with the doctor afterwards, which we're fine with, obviously, because we're not trying to get pregnant right now. It's that we read the results ourselves, but we have our previous results, so we can just compare the two and see how things have changed. So I'm really excited. I just called Justin. He's super excited to finally like get some answers on this, and then we can choose what our method of birth control is going to be. Like, how wild is it going to be if things, like, either way, like if things improved, like how crazy is that? And then if things didn't improve, like how crazy is that we got pregnant at all? Like, it's something that like curious minds want to know. So I'm really excited to find that out. But now I'm gonna head home because I finished this appointment so early. I'm so excited I get to rest before I pick up Emma from school. This is so weird, coming home to an empty, quiet house. Hi, mister. This is weird. What? Where are all of our kids?
It's so quiet.
It's so, Kaylee took the boys, their birthday present from her was like a play date to take them to this little fun center called the Little Red Barnyard. They ended up being closed, I guess, this morning, so she just took them to the park, but there's like nobody here. I walked in, so quiet. Emma's at school, the boys are with Kaylee.
Right.
It's like, I don't know what to do.
That was weird. I felt like I could actually get work done.
I know, that's like the first time you've probably been able to get work done. Justin just got an update from another house update, which is more complications, obviously, but this is part of wanting to extend, and we knew that this was gonna happen. But basically our septic, this whole septic thing has been a whirlwind, but basically our septic never got certified or something when we bought the house, which obviously nobody has paperwork for it. So we have to recertify our septic tank, which is happening next week, and then repump it because we need to pump it. I mean, it's fine, we need to pump it anyways. And then we have to hire a soil engineer to design a new septic tank. So even just to do the certification and the pump is gonna be $1,500. So that's really exciting. And then we have the soil engineers design and install a new, well, they're not gonna install it until like the house is like needing the lines put in, but they're designing it so that when we extend, add the bedrooms and the bathroom, they put in whatever they install. So we're gonna get a quote from that, but that probably, my assumption is that that's gonna take a little bit of time for them to design a new like septic. Hopefully it's not that bad because we're not really adding like that much square footage even. It's like a small addition. It's not like, we have friends that are adding like a whole second story right now. So like that is a lot more work, but I'm just crossing my fingers. It's something that's done fairly easily, fairly quickly. Guys, this guy has been so sweet. You hear him purring even? Yeah. I can hear him purring. He just needs loves. He just like has been, I don't know. Him and Bo were like frenemies. They were. They loved each other and they drove each other insane. So maybe he misses having a playmate to play with because he's just been so snuggly. Not his normal self, but also I feel like he's liking all of the extra attention. Oh, big stretch. All the attention he's been getting. But yeah, hopefully that's our, like, we have that going on next week. And then once they finally design the septic, I think we're cleared to move forward with actually like getting like everything done. Because the septic was the thing that we were trying to figure out at the very beginning of our like issue with adding bedrooms and all of that. So hopefully,
I feel like I finally got a clear answer today from like 2 different people. Like, hey, it's just been back and forth. Like, oh no, you don't need that certification. You could just get your pick. And it's like,
it doesn't help that our house is also like fairly old. Not like old, but it's an early 70s house. So finding paperwork is not easy because it's a 50-year-old house where they have to go through and be like, I don't know if we have this. So we figure out the price and we just figure out how we're gonna do the septic and hope that it's not like an absolutely insane number and then move forward. But the good news is, I think I mentioned this, my friend I was talking to at the boys' birthday party said permits are now only about 4 months backed up. We have no idea. But we're hoping that it gets done still in time. But I'll show you guys what our plan is. We figured out yesterday what we're gonna kind of do with baby your girl in the interim. So you guys know we have this closet in here. So we have a friend who does, what does he do? Like, it's like custom builds essentially for his like company. That's what they do. And we've been wanting to do a custom closet in here for a long time, but put it off because it's really low on the priority list. However, we think it would be great to do it in here. There's a lot more space than it looks. It's like super cramped because of the way that the closet is, but we're gonna think of doing custom builds on either side, and then we can get rid of this dresser, and then it would be perfect to put a mini crib right in the center. We're gonna add an outlet so that we can have the sound machine in here. So we're working on talking to him pretty soon about figuring that out, because then while we're doing construction, she'll have her own like quote unquote bedroom in here. It's not ideal, but it's completely temporary until the build is done. And I don't know, I think it's nice. It's like a good size if you really look at it. And she'll be close to us like, still.
What else does a baby need?
No, she doesn't.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
she's still right by her siblings.
I think as long as we get an outlet installed and we have some form of storage in here, like, I think we'll be okay.
Well, and now that we have the closet in here done, we do have more storage than we had prior, because now we have all of this. We can add down here. Like, we have more room than we probably need. So it's exciting.